Sometimes it gets stressful when you making this art. Some people want to distract you from following heart, but I found in my life as an artist here, long as I focus on my heart, the path is crystal clear. I'm being me. Hey, Mr. Pasqua.
Yo, 1 second here, man.
No problem, man.
Yo, hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, I'm good, Marco. How are you?
I'm doing so good, Harry. Like, I've been waiting so long to feel your energy, dude, because my whole thing is about energy and authenticity, man. And honestly, you're one of the most authentic guys I've seen on the internet today.
Man, I appreciate that so much, bro. It's an honor to have you on.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I mean, this is really crazy. Like, we're live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now, man. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, first and foremost, I reached out to you a little while through Instagram. It was awesome that your team said it would really be really cool to have me on, man. And as a Canadian, as a guy that does what I do,
Yes.
I'm an inspirational speaker and accessibility consultant. But one thing that people probably won't know from just seeing me in the chat here is that I'm a person with a disability, and I'm normally in a wheelchair. I use a wheelchair. I've been in my wheelchair my entire life, and I really connected with your story when I see how authentic you are with when you do your freestyles, when you connect with people, because this wasn't always what I did for work. You know, I started out in the video game industry, and in 2010, when the recession hit, much like what's going on with COVID, so many people lost their jobs. And it was actually my wife who encouraged me to get out there and kind of do my thing. And she said, well, I think what you were really meant to do is light a fire and light a passion into people and use your voice and use your own experiences and your story to kind of build up and to kind of help people reach their goals. So that's what I'm doing, man.
I love that so much, Marco. That's incredible, man. And we're blessed to have your energy here on the stream today. So you were working in the video game industry, and you know, as a lot of people did during that time, you know, you lost the job, right? We were dealing with a tough recession. A lot of people lost their jobs out of nowhere, right? But in some ways, I know you've said that was a major blessing for you, right?
Absolutely.
So how did you when did you first realize that, you know, you can use your words to inspire other people and really create this brand and this platform to help others?
Oh, that's a great question, man. Well, actually, my first opportunity to be on air was when I was 10 years old, and I was an ambassador for a local charity on a national charity across Canada. And I had such a gift for the gab then that the host of the show said, hey, man, would you like to come back next year and actually be an official ambassador for the show? And that was when I realized, with all the negative things that you see in the news today, that you can actually use the media for good. And that's what really lit that spark. But I never pursued it as a passion until I lost my job, which is what made it the blessing, man. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed in the game industry.
Yeah. I mean, that's incredible, man. That's amazing. I think a lot of times we need that push, right? Or we need that sort of kind of that life event that sort of pulls the rug out from under us, so to speak, and shakes everything up. Because I know certainly for me, you know, I struggled with, you know, fear and insecurity for many, many years and still do from time to time, you know. But I just feel lucky because, you know, like you, I've been rapping since I was a kid, and I just wasn't really showing it to people. And I kind of got to a point where, you know, luckily my friends sort of pushed me out of my comfort zone and got me out there. And it's so important to take that leap. So it's amazing what you're doing, man.
Well, good for you, man, because honestly, if you hadn't done it, I mean, that's a wasted gift. Honestly, you got more gold bars than the treasury. Like, it is insane, dude. And honestly, like, you to me are like, Eminem is one of my favorite rappers of today, right? Obviously, Tupac is classic, and you hear that from everybody.
Right.
But like, to me, you've got like the bars of Eminem and like the humor of Little Dicky if positivity had a baby. You would be wrapped up all in one, and it's incredible, man.
Hey, I appreciate that so much, man. That's awesome. So Marco, so you work with a lot of people and a lot of businesses, right? Specifically with accessibility.
I do.
So what kind of like businesses do you work with? Like what kind of clients do you work with, and what types of things are you helping them to achieve in terms of accessibility?
Oh, that's another great question. So honestly, I work from everything from Fortune 500 companies all the way down to small mom and pop pie shops. And it's everything from physical accessibility for somebody using a wheelchair, all the way down to things like audible things, things to be able to help the space in terms of, like, for example, plexiglass is a big problem right now because it's actually blocking people's ability to hear. And if we're wearing our masks, it makes it more challenging. And all the way down to even looking at the blueprints of a building and to see how you could make it more accessible for everybody. I mean, I have a passion for this because, like you, I've followed a lot of mentors over the years. And I know that you followed Kendrick's work and a bunch of different people. For me, there's a guy named Rick Hansen locally in Canada who in the 1980s, he wheeled around the world in his wheelchair and raised hundreds of millions of dollars for people with disabilities. And he was the one who encouraged me to pursue this passion of accessibility, because I avoided it like the plague, to be quite honest with you, in the beginning, because I didn't want to be pigeonholed as a guy with a disability talking about disability and having, you know, accessibility be a platform. But it was really him when he came to me as a mentor and said, listen, this is our responsibility. We're really passing a torch. This is that's when I said, you know what, maybe I should build that into my platform. And so I became designated as an accessibility professional and traveled the country helping businesses realize how to make their business more universally accessible.
So dope, man. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. And one cool thing I saw too, and I know people want to hear some freestyles at some point, but I want to talk to you about something that I saw on your website that was so cool to me, which is this C.U.B.E principle that you've come up with, which I understand stands for creatively utilizing your best energy. Is that right?
That's right, man. Oh, I love this. See, that's the thing, because the problem is today, I think that people have forgotten what it means to make real connections with people and how to utilize your social circle in order to make things happen that are mutually beneficial. People kept asking me, how are you meeting the people you're meeting? How are you doing the things you're doing? And I said, well, I just utilize my best energy to put it out there and really kind of give back to my community, or as I say, give without expectation. And it started to kind of pay dividends for me. And so people said, can you teach me how to do that? And so I said, sure. So I kind of compiled it into this C.U.B.E principle system that allows people to really talk it out and really learn how they can pull the best out of their network to get what they want to accomplish in life.
That's awesome, bro. I love that. As soon as I read that and what it stood for, I just felt it immediately. That concept of creatively utilizing your best energy is essentially what I'm trying to do when I freestyle and when I rap and try to connect with people through my music. So I love it, man.
Your authenticity is infectious, actually. And that's actually one of the things I wanted to bring up to all the viewers today is you yourself. Being authentic doesn't mean copying a cookie cutter system. That's not what I'm trying to say here. It's about discovering your purpose and your passion and putting those two things together. And I think that the reason why people connect with you and you're able to connect with people on Omegle and get all these things to happen, Harry, is because they realize that you're being you. And when you're not trying to sell somebody and you're not trying to hard pitch somebody, they realize that you're trying to actually get to know them and incorporate them. And the way that you're able to see things in your environment and pick up those small details is exactly the process of the C.U.B.E principle. So you were born for this, my friend.
Oh, man, thank you so much for saying that. I love that. And I honestly think that that's really important information, you know, for not only me, but any aspiring artist out there. Because I know from my perspective, being an artist, you know, there are a lot of factors along the way or people along the way that might try to pull you in one direction or another. Or, it's never going to work unless you fit this mold. Or if you figure out how to be more like this, maybe it'll happen for you. And those obstacles will come up where you start to kind of question like, oh, is it not going to work if I'm just true to myself? Like, am I not enough? And I think you're absolutely right, man. I've found that only when I lean more into being my genuine self am I able to actually achieve success as an artist and really connect with people. So I just think that's such an important message, man.
No, it was awesome. And when I saw your show where you talked to Dr. Nick about flow, I thought to myself, that's exactly it, man. You get into the zone. I see when you're in the zone. I can see this sparkle in your eye when you get into it. And I said to myself, I have to connect with this guy because he gets the output of energy. He gets, I truly am a huge believer in manifestation and that we can control our destiny, man. That's why you see Back to the Future, the Flash behind me. It's because this is my office. I surround myself with positivity. And the more I surround myself with those things, the more I create those things into my reality. And so because you understand that, that's how you're continuing to grow, create this. And I just don't want you to lose that essence of who you are.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Not at all, man. I'm definitely going to keep that going, and I appreciate it. Let's see if we can, first of all, chat, throw some hearts right now for this man. He's dropping absolute gems for us, and we love having you here, Marco. Let's see if we can channel some of this flow state that we're talking about right here, right now. Can we do a freestyle? Can we collaborate on something?
Are you kidding me? Oh, of course we can.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. So what do you have for me, man? Do you want to throw me some words, or what are you thinking?
Absolutely. Well, I have a couple of words, but then of course I'd love for you to just incorporate our conversation. So
Yes.
obviously authenticity, I think it's got to be up there for sure.
Yep.
I would say creativity.
Yep.
And being genuine. And if you want, as a trick one, I don't know if you've ever used this word in a freestyle, but accessibility. I would love for you to kind of play with that a little bit.
Absolutely.
And from there, just do your thing, man.
I love it. Authenticity, creativity, being yourself, and accessibility, right?
You got it, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Marco Pasqua, and we're going to make some magic. Let's do it, man. Hey, come on. Yeah, come on. Hey, listen. Come on. Yeah. I said I'm coming off the top every single time I spit it free. Gotta be myself, striving for that authenticity. And I got rhymes by the collection. Focus on me, yo, that's my direction. Sometimes it gets stressful when you making this art. Some people want to distract you from following heart, but I found in my life as an artist here, long as I focus on my heart, the path is crystal clear. I'm being me. That's how I let my thoughts free. Only person that I know how to be. Anytime I get off path when I try to create, it's usually in moments when I feel forced to be fake. So no more faking it. We about to get into the zone and make this happen. Once again, me and homie Marco, we really about to spark flows. Y'all know I be improvising, going in with hard flows. Here we go. When I be spitting, y'all know that I'm taking the liberties. Y'all know I'm digging deep in my heart for creativity. I'm flowing exquisitely. I get you the ampest. Feel like I'm Pablo Picasso filling canvas. I'm doing damage. I'ma show y'all how it's done. When it comes to improv, they callin' Henry #1. We be here right now. Check the way I speak this. We gon' make a strength out of each and every weakness. Yeah, and y'all know I come with the remedies. Creatively utilizing my best energy. Do what I do, man, I'm about to send it through. Think outside the box, but I utilize the C.U.B.E. Yeah, it's Mack, all up on it. They say that these nice dudes so hot that I swelter. I'ma melt you like an ice cube. You see, for Mack, the suit wasn't suitable, so I'm using C.U.B.E to get outside the cubicle. Mack on a whole nother plane, flowing off the brain, improvising and I'm kicking hella flames. Yeah, matter of fact, me and Marco spew the true vision. Yeah, advanced artist, I'm using cubism. Hey yo, I changed the game forever when I pull out my paintbrush. I'm on the level rappers just can't touch. Yeah, I'm about to do it, tapped into the computer. Yo, when I kick my lyrics, I take y'all back to the future. It's every Mack, I'm on it, I'm just being myself. Yeah, when it comes to lyrics, I make microphones melt. Yeah, you know there ain't no one quite as hard as this guy. I take y'all back to the future like I'm Marty McFly. I manifest it, it can't be tested. Deliver every single message. These rappers stepping, guess they got the death wish. I'm here, making it clear. I know that they feeling me. Open up doors to all accessibility. Come through right now. Y'all know I'm about to let you in. Hey yo, rappers in the game can't even mess with him. Yeah, kill it every time, no exaggeration. Harry Mack, Marco Pasqua, the collaboration. Let's go.
Oh, snap, dude. Oh, snap. I think that's my new theme song. I swear. You know, we gotta work at a deal because I should be using that somewhere, dude. That was incredible.
Hey,
that was incredible.
Thank you, Marco. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That was so much fun, man. Thank you so much for coming on. I love having, conversations like this and having the opportunity to build with other positive forces in the world who are like you say, man, using their best energy and really putting that forward in a creative way. So thank you so much for joining us, man.
No. Thank you so much, Harry. It's been incredible.
My friend. Where can people stay up to date with things that you're doing, man? Where can people find you?
Yeah, I mean, they can go to my website, marcopasqua.com. That's probably the best way to find all my social channels, but I'm probably most active on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I know that people on here probably aren't using LinkedIn as much, but because I'm connected to the business community, I'm on there a lot.
Awesome.
But I just really appreciate the love. And honestly, I've heard guests say this before, but you have one of the best communities that you're growing here that I've ever seen online. Everyone is so incredible. Everyone is so genuine, and honestly, as another artist who uses his voice in a stage in a different way,
Yes.
I can say I can only wish to have half of the genuinity of my audience as you have for yours, man. So keep it up. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate that. Thank you to everybody out there. Thank you to the whole community. Let's show Marco some love. Throw some hearts in the chat one last time. And Marco, we'll have to do this another time, man. Let's stay in touch.
I would love that. Thanks, man.
All right, man. You take care.
You too.
Peace, peace.
Bro, cubism, bro. You brought in cubism. That was ridiculous. I was losing it over here.
Yo, dude, I kind of know what that is. That's like a modern art thing, right? Or something?
Oh my god, yeah. You got it. You definitely nailed the bar.
All right.
Definitely nailed the bar.
Yeah, you don't need the full picture to nail the bar. What an inspiring dude, man. That's incredible. That's
Amazing.
incredible. Shout out to Marco.
Amazing energy.